that's why at first I would get kind of like, because my path has been so rocky and because my life has been so in the public eye, so everyone has kind of seen my path.
There's something inherently captivating about Kaley Cuoco. Whether she's cracking jokes about her daughter's toddler antics, passionately supporting her fiancé's football obsession, or promoting her pet care brand with humor and sincerity, she embodies a rare blend of relatability and star power. In this multifaceted exploration of her life, we delve deeper into the layers that make her one of Hollywood's most intriguing figures today. Kaley Cuoco has a remarkable talent for turning the mundane into the extraordinary. Her hilarious and heartfelt descriptions of raising her 19-month-old daughter, Matilda, feel like a stand-up comedy routine, but they resonate deeply with parents everywhere. She's like a drunk best friend, Kaley quipped in one interview, her signature humor turning heads and drawing both laughter and knowing nods. The comparison is as apt as it is funny. Toddlers, much like intoxicated adults, stumble around with wobbly determination, giggle uncontrollably at the most random things, and occasionally throw tantrums over seemingly trivial grievances. But beyond the humor lies the story of profound transformation. Motherhood, Kaley admits, is a mix of exhaustion and exhilaration. It's this constant tug-of-war between wanting to pull your hair out and feeling like your heart might burst from love, she says. Sleepless nights blend into early mornings filled with giggles, and endless messes are interrupted by heart-melting moments. Like the first time Matilda said "Mama" or offered an unprompted hug. You're running on fumes most days, Kaley confessed, but then your kid does something so small, yet so monumental, and suddenly it's all worth it. Matilda's milestones have brought both joy and comedy into Kaley's life. From her first steps to her ever-growing vocabulary, each development has been a cause for celebration and laughter. The first time she said no, it was adorable. Now, it's her favorite word, Kaley joked, rolling her eyes with exaggerated exasperation. Potty training, she shared, has been its own adventure, with more than a few mishaps that Matilda has somehow turned into comedic gold. Let's just say our dog Hoagie isn't the only one who's had an accident on the carpet recently, she said with a grin. Matilda's quirks add to the fun. Whether it's her insistence on wearing mismatched shoes or her habit of carrying an empty dog bowl as a purse, Matilda's unique personality is already shining through. Kaley sees these moments as opportunities to embrace her daughter's individuality. She's her own little person, and I'm just here to help her figure it all out, she said. Parenting philosophy, balancing tradition and modernity. Kaley's approach to parenting is a blend of old-school wisdom and modern techniques. Growing up in a close-knit family herself, Kaley often leans on lessons from her own childhood while adapting to the realities of raising a child in today's world. My parents were very hands-on, and I try to bring that same energy, but with my own twist, she shared. For Kaley, this means fostering independence while being present and supportive. She's also candid about embracing flexibility. There's no one-size-fits-all approach to parenting, she said. Sometimes you just have to wing it and hope for the best. This adaptability extends to her working life, where she's learned to make compromises without losing sight of her personal and professional goals. Kaley credits much of her parenting success to her support network, particularly her fiancé, Tom. Tom's been incredible, she said, her face lighting up at the mention of his name. The couple works together to tackle the ups and downs of parenting, dividing responsibilities, and finding joy in the process. He's the one who can make Matilda laugh no matter what, which is a lifesaver during tantrums, she said, clearly grateful for his role as the family's resident comedian. Kaley also leans on her family and friends, who have become an integral part of Matilda's life. I'm lucky to have an amazing village, she said. Whether it's my mom stepping in to babysit or my best friends reminding me to take a break, it makes all the difference. This community of support has allowed Kaley to find balance, even on the most chaotic days. Being a mom is challenging enough, but being a mom in Hollywood presents a unique set of hurdles. Kaley has had to navigate the pressure of high-profile projects while ensuring she's present for Matilda's milestones. I've definitely had moments where I questioned if I could do it all, she admitted. But the key is knowing when to say no and when to lean on your support system. Kaley is also conscious of setting boundaries between her personal and professional lives. While she remains fiercely dedicated to her career, she prioritizes spending quality time with Matilda. "I've learned to put my phone down and just be there," she said. "Those moments are so fleeting, and I don't want to miss them." Despite the challenges, Kaley finds that motherhood has enhanced her work as an actress. "It's given me a new perspective," she said. "I feel more grounded, more connected to my emotions, and that translates into my work." She even draws from her real-life experiences to inform her roles, including her portrayal of a mother based on a true story. "It's funny how life imitates art," she mused. "I'm living this chaotic, beautiful reality, and I get to channel it into my performances." Kaley Cuoco's journey as a mother is one of chaos, comedy, and connection. Through her honest anecdotes, supportive network, and heartfelt approach to parenting, she reminds us that even amid the messiness, there's magic. For Kaley, motherhood isn't about perfection. It's about showing up, embracing the chaos, and finding joy in the little moments that make it all worthwhile. Kaley Cuoco's relationship with football might not have started as a love affair, but over time, it blossomed into something unexpected and endearing. Initially, the sport was little more than background noise in her life, a pastime she didn't pay much attention to. "I wasn't into football at all," she confessed with a laugh, recalling the early days of watching games with her fiancé Tom. His relentless enthusiasm, fueled by his impressive dedication to managing not one, but 10 fantasy football teams, seemed both baffling and amusing to her. "I didn't even know it was possible to have that many teams. He has spreadsheets, graphs. He's like the wolf of fantasy football," she joked. Her skepticism didn't last long. Tom's passion was contagious, and soon, Kaley found herself caught up in the excitement of game day. It wasn't just the action on the field that won her over, but the drama, the stakes, and the camaraderie that came with it. "I think what hooked me was how much fun everyone was having. Tom would be yelling at the TV, texting his friends about player trades, and I just thought, this is wild. I kind of love it." Tom's obsession with fantasy football quickly became a source of humor in their household. With 10 teams to manage, his dedication often bordered on the absurd. Kaley delighted in poking fun at his meticulous approach, describing him as part coach, part data analyst, and part psychic. She couldn't resist getting involved, albeit in her own playful way. "I tried to help him once," she admitted, rolling her eyes. "I picked a player because I liked his name, and it turned out he was injured for the season. Tom hasn't let me live that down." Despite her occasional mishaps, Kaley found herself drawn into the strategy and banter of fantasy football. She even started participating in smack talk, much to Tom's amusement. "I don't know what I'm saying half the time, but if it gets a reaction, I'm happy." Sundays in the Cuoco household have transformed into a full-blown celebration. Game days are now a family affair, complete with themed snacks, team spirit, and a healthy dose of chaos. Kaley, ever the entertainer, has taken it upon herself to make the experience memorable. "I make these ridiculous football-shaped cookies and nachos that are way too elaborate for just 2 people and a toddler. But hey, it's tradition now," she said. Even Matilda gets in on the action. "We got her a tiny jersey, but she prefers running around with a foam finger that's twice her size," Kaley shared. The family room turns into a mini stadium, with Tom shouting at the TV, Matilda cheering in her own toddler way, and Kaley switching jerseys mid-game to ensure she's always rooting for the winning team. "I'm a fair-weather fan, and I own it," she joked. "Why limit myself to one team when I can cheer for them all?" Kaley's newfound love for football didn't stop at fandom. It inspired her to dream big. After realizing how much she enjoyed the theatricality of the sport, she decided to take a bold step and audition for the NFL Honors hosting gig. "I thought, why not? I'm already acting like I know what's going on during games. Might as well make it official," she laughed. Her self-made audition video was a perfect blend of humor and charm, showcasing her comedic timing and natural charisma. In the video, Kaley played multiple roles, herself, a quirky sideline reporter, and even a referee who kept accidentally throwing flags for excessive cuteness. She sprinkled in a few football puns and made a convincing case for why she'd be the perfect host. I might not know every rule, but I can make you laugh while you explain it to me, she quipped in the clip. The reaction to her video was overwhelmingly positive. Fans and friends alike applauded her creativity, and even a few NFL insiders chimed in with encouragement. I haven't gotten the call yet, she teased, but if they're looking for someone who can rock a referee uniform and deliver a joke, I'm their girl. Kaley's football journey is a testament to her open-mindedness and willingness to embrace new experiences. What started as an unfamiliar world has become a shared passion that deepens her bond with Tom and adds a layer of fun to their family life. It's crazy how something I used to ignore has become such a big part of our lives, she said. I might not be calling plays or managing 10 fantasy teams, but I'm definitely part of the squad now. Whether she's hosting a game day party, making a fantasy league trade with questionable results, or preparing for her NFL honors debut, Kaley approaches it all with humor and heart. It's this playful spirit that makes her journey into football fandom not just a story about sports, but a celebration of love, laughter, and the joy of finding unexpected passions. Kaley Cuoco's entrepreneurial venture, Oh Norman, began as a labor of love and evolved into a vibrant brand that speaks to pet owners everywhere. Named after her beloved late dog Norman, the pet care line was inspired by the deep bond Kaley shares with her furry family members. Norman was more than just a dog to me. He was my companion, my confidant, and my inspiration, she said. I wanted to create something that honored his memory while making life better for other pets and their humans. The brand's mission is simple yet powerful: to provide thoughtful, effective, and fun pet care products that enhance the lives of pets and their owners. Kaley's own experiences as a devoted pet parent heavily influenced the products she developed. I know what it's like to worry about your pet's anxiety, diet, or health, she explained. I wanted to address those concerns with products that are safe, practical, and a little playful, because pets deserve joy just as much as we do. Building Oh Norman from the ground up wasn't without its challenges. Kaley, who had no prior experience in business, quickly realized that creating a successful brand required more than just passion. It was a steep learning curve, she admitted. I had to figure out everything from sourcing ingredients to designing packaging and navigating the marketing world. And let me tell you, it's a whole different kind of pressure compared to memorizing lines or performing on set. One of the biggest hurdles was ensuring that every product met her high standards. Kaley was deeply involved in the development process, insisting on thorough testing and ethical sourcing. I wouldn't put anything out there that I wouldn't use for my own pets, she said. She even confessed to personally testing Oh Norman's best-selling calming treat, humorously named Calm the F Down. It worked wonders on me, so I figured it'd be great for anxious pups too, she joked. The marketing side of entrepreneurship also posed challenges. Despite her celebrity status, Kaley wanted Oh Norman to stand out for its authenticity, not just her name. I didn't want this to feel like a celebrity brand, she explained. I wanted it to be something pet parents could trust because it's genuinely good. From the beginning, Kaley envisioned Oh Norman as more than just a product line. It was a community. She wanted to connect with pet owners on a deeper level, creating a space where they could share stories, tips, and experiences. Her approach paid off, as the brand quickly gained a loyal following. Social media became a hub for heartwarming testimonials, from dogs with newfound calmness after using Calm the F Down, to cats who couldn't get enough of Oh Norman's treats. One particularly touching story came from a pet owner whose rescue dog had struggled with severe anxiety for years. After using Calm the F Down, the dog's behavior began to improve, allowing them to bond in ways they hadn't before. Hearing stories like that makes it all worth it, Kaley said, visibly moved. It's not just about selling products, it's about making a difference in the lives of pets and their people. Kaley also loves engaging directly with her customers. She often responds to comments on social media, shares her own pet stories, and even features fan-submitted photos of their pets using Oh Norman products. It's like having this big, extended family of pet lovers, she said. We're all in this together, trying to give our animals the best lives possible. Looking ahead, Kaley has big dreams for Oh Norman. She plans to expand the product line to include items like eco-friendly toys, pet-safe grooming products, and even customizable care kits for different breeds and needs. Every pet is unique, and I want Norman to reflect that, she said. She's also exploring potential partnerships with animal shelters and rescue organizations, aiming to give back to the community that inspired her in the first place. Adoption and rescue are causes so close to my heart, she shared. If we can use Norman to support shelters or help more animals find their forever homes, that would be a dream come true. Kaley is also considering hosting pop-up events where pet owners can meet, swap stories, and sample Norman products. I think it'd be amazing to bring this community together in real life, she said. Plus, who doesn't love a good dog party? At its core, Norman is a reflection of Kaley's love for animals and her desire to make a meaningful impact. It's not just a business, it's a tribute to the pets that have shaped her life and a celebration of the special bond between humans and their furry friends. Norman taught me so much about unconditional love, loyalty, and living in the moment, she said. If this brand can bring even a fraction of that joy to other pet parents, then I've done something right. Through Norman, Kaley Cuoco proves that passion, persistence, and a little bit of humor can turn a personal mission into a thriving movement. Whether she's taste-testing treats or brainstorming her next big idea, Kaley approaches it all with the same authenticity and enthusiasm that have made her a beloved star, and now a dedicated advocate for pets everywhere. For fans of Kaley Cuoco, her latest role in Based on a True Story feels like a natural evolution in her career, a project that both entertains and reflects her personal growth. The darkly comedic series about true crime obsession finds Kaley playing a character who juggles the chaos of raising a baby while unraveling a murder mystery. For Kaley, the role hits close to home, as the experience of balancing real-life motherhood with her career has given her a treasure trove of moments to draw from. I've lived some of these scenes in real life, Kaley laughed. Maybe not the murder mystery part, but the chaos, the sleepless nights, the juggling act of trying to do it all. It's very real. One standout scene in the new season has Kaley's character caught in a thrilling car chase, all while trying to keep her baby quiet in the back seat. The mix of suspense and humor perfectly encapsulates the show's tone and highlights Kaley's ability to ground even the most outrageous moments in authenticity. It's chaos, but it's also so much fun, she said. In a weird way, my own chaotic life as a mom made me feel more connected to this character. Kaley's journey as an actress is a testament to her versatility and determination. She first captured audiences' hearts as Penny, the lovable neighbor on The Big Bang Theory, a role that showcased her impeccable comedic timing and ability to hold her own alongside a cast of quirky geniuses. Penny was such a big part of my life, Kaley reflected. She taught me so much about comedy, about connecting with an audience, and about not taking myself too seriously. But after 12 seasons and global acclaim, Kaley was ready to take on new challenges. Her next major project, The Flight Attendant, marked a departure from sitcom territory. In the HBO Max series, Kaley played a deeply flawed, emotionally complex character navigating a murder mystery. The role earned her critical acclaim and nominations for prestigious awards, including an Emmy and a Golden Globe. It was terrifying and exhilarating at the same time, she said. I wanted to prove to myself that I could do more, and that show gave me the chance to take risks. With Based on a True Story, Kaley continues to push boundaries. The blend of comedy and thriller feels like the perfect space for her to explore her range as an actress. I love projects that don't fit neatly into one category, she explained. Life is messy and complicated, and I think the best stories reflect that. Kaley's real-life experiences have become a rich source of inspiration for her acting. As a new mom, she's found that her approach to her craft has changed dramatically. Motherhood has given me a new perspective on everything, she said. I feel more grounded, more present, and more in touch with my emotions. That's something I try to bring to my characters. Her love for true crime also played a role in shaping her performance in Based on a True Story. I've always been obsessed with true crime documentaries and podcasts, she admitted. There's something about the psychology of it all that fascinates me. That obsession helped her tap into the mindset of her character, who is equally engrossed in solving a murder mystery. Even the mundane moments of Kaley's daily life find their way into her performances. The little things, like trying to calm a fussy baby or having a messy house, those are the things that make characters feel real, she said. I like to bring that authenticity to my work. Kaley approaches her roles with the same mix of humor and focus that defines her personality. For based on a true story, she leaned into the chaos of her own life to prepare for the part. Sometimes I'd rehearse scenes with Matilda on my hip or while my dogs were barking in the background, she shared. It was like method acting, but not on purpose. Her preparation often involves diving deep into her character's psyche. I like to create a backstory, even if it's not in the script, she said. It helps me understand why my character does what she does. For this role, she imagined how her character's love of true crime might influence her parenting style, adding layers of complexity to her performance. Kaley also credits her directors and co-stars with helping her bring her characters to life. Acting is such a collaborative process, she said. When you're surrounded by talented people who challenge you, it elevates your work. Kaley's transition from sitcom star to a leading actress in complex dramas hasn't gone unnoticed. Her work in The Flight Attendant earned her some of the most prestigious nominations in the industry, and her performances continue to garner praise from critics and audiences alike. It's surreal, she said. I never got into this industry for the accolades, but to know that people connect with what I'm doing is incredibly rewarding. Kaley is now seen as one of Hollywood's most versatile talents, capable of balancing humor and heart with equal ease. Her ability to navigate roles that blend genres has set her apart, making her a sought-after actress in an industry that often boxes stars into specific categories. I think people are starting to see that I can do more than comedy, she said, and that means everything to me. As Kaley Cuoco continues to evolve as an actress, she shows no signs of slowing down. With each new role, she proves her ability to tackle complex characters while staying true to the authenticity that has always defined her work. Whether she's making audiences laugh, cry, or sit on the edge of their seats, Kaley's performances reflect her passion for storytelling and her willingness to take risks. Acting is about connecting with people, she said. If I can make someone feel something, whether it's joy, fear, or empathy, then I've done my job. And with Based on a True Story, Kaley Cuoco reminds us once again why she's one of Hollywood's most beloved stars. She brings her whole self to every role, turning life's chaos into unforgettable art. What truly sets Kaley Cuoco apart isn't just her talent as an actress or her burgeoning success as an entrepreneur. It's her uncanny ability to connect with people on a deeply personal level. Whether she's cracking jokes about her dream of appearing on Dateline as a witness or sharing a heartfelt moment with Jimmy Fallon, Kaley exudes a warmth and authenticity that feels both refreshing and rare in Hollywood. Her relatable humor and openness make her someone fans feel they could chat with over coffee. This down-to-earth persona isn't a carefully crafted image, but a reflection of who Kaley is at her core. A woman navigating life's ups and downs with humor, vulnerability, and a touch of sass. It's this quality that keeps her fans coming back, not just to watch her projects, but to root for her as a person. While Kaley's life might seem like a whirlwind of parenting, acting, and running a business, she's made time for hobbies that bring her joy and relaxation. One of her favorite pastimes is horseback riding, a passion she's held since childhood. There's something so freeing about being on horseback, she said. It's one of the few times I feel completely at peace. Kaley is also an avid traveler, often sharing snapshots from her adventures around the world. Whether she's exploring a picturesque beach or wandering through a bustling city, she values the chance to step away from the spotlight and reconnect with herself. Cooking, too, has become a favorite way to unwind. While she jokingly refers to herself as a work-in-progress chef, she enjoys experimenting with recipes and hosting intimate dinners for friends and family. As Kaley's career continues to evolve, she's begun to set her sights on new creative challenges. While she's already proven her chops in both comedy and drama, she's expressed an interest in stepping behind the camera as a director or producer. I love the idea of telling stories from a different perspective, she said. There's so much to learn, and I think it'd be an incredible challenge. Kaley has also hinted at a desire to venture into new genres. I've always been fascinated by sci-fi, she shared. It's so imaginative and limitless. I think it'd be amazing to dive into a project that pushes boundaries like that. Whether it's a gritty thriller, a whimsical fantasy, or a heartfelt indie film, Kaley's enthusiasm for storytelling makes her a creative force to watch. Kaley's love for animals has naturally extended into her philanthropic efforts. She's a dedicated advocate for animal welfare, regularly supporting shelters, rescue organizations, and campaigns for spaying and neutering pets. Animals have given me so much love in my life. It's only right to give back, she said. Her philanthropy isn't limited to pets. Kaley has also championed mental health awareness, often speaking openly about the importance of therapy and self-care. As a mother, she's become increasingly involved in causes related to parenting and children's well-being. Being a mom has shown me just how important it is to support families, she said. I want to help create a world where every kid feels safe and loved. Kaley's humor shines brightest when she's talking about her dream of appearing on Dateline. I don't want to be the victim or the suspect, she clarified with a laugh. I want to be the quirky neighbor who saw it all happen but totally misunderstood what was going on. She painted a vivid picture of herself in this imaginary role, standing in her yard, pointing in the wrong direction, and saying something hilariously unhelpful like, he was carrying a very suspicious bag of groceries. Her recent appearance on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon only reinforced her quick wit and comedic timing. When Jimmy teased her about her fair-weather football fandom, she fired back with mock indignation. Listen, if switching jerseys mid-game makes me a fan of everyone, then I'm doing it right. Behind the jokes, though, she offered candid insights into her life, from the chaos of parenting to her latest career ventures, making the interview equal parts entertaining and heartfelt. Kaley's relatability extends behind the scenes of her projects. On the set of Based on a True Story, she's known for keeping things light-hearted with her playful sense of humor. One crew member recalled a moment when Kaley brought donuts for the entire team after a particularly grueling shoot, insisting that sugar fixes everything. She's also not above laughing at herself, often sharing blooper reels and outtakes on social media to remind fans that even stars make mistakes. Kaley's candidness about the challenges of parenting has struck a chord with moms everywhere. She openly discusses the sleepless nights, the moments of self-doubt, and the sheer joy of watching her daughter grow. By sharing both the highs and lows, she's become a relatable figure for new parents navigating their own journeys. But her impact goes beyond motherhood. In an industry often criticized for its lack of transparency, Kaley's authenticity has helped redefine what it means to be a celebrity. She doesn't shy away from admitting when things are hard, nor does she pretend to have all the answers. Instead, she meets life's challenges with humor, determination, and an unwavering belief in herself. Kaley Cuoco's story reflects a broader trend in celebrity culture, one that embraces multidimensionality and authenticity. In a world where social media often highlights perfection, Kaley's willingness to share her unfiltered reality resonates with fans looking for something genuine. She's proof that you don't have to choose between being aspirational and relatable. You can be both. Her journey, from sitcom star to multifaceted actress, entrepreneur, and mom, is a reminder that success doesn't come from having it all figured out, but from embracing the messiness of life and making it your own. Whether she's navigating a challenging role, cracking a joke, or simply sharing a moment of chaos with her family, Kaley Cuoco remains a star who feels like a friend. And that's her real superpower. Kaley Cuoco's journey is a testament to the power of authenticity and versatility. From her days as Penny in The Big Bang Theory to her critically acclaimed roles in The Flight Attendant and Based on a True Story, she has shown that success isn't just about talent. It's about heart. Whether she's juggling the joys and chaos of motherhood, managing her entrepreneurial ventures, or embracing her passions like football and animal welfare, Kaley's story inspires us to embrace life's messy, beautiful moments with humor and determination. What makes Kaley truly special is her ability to connect with fans on such a personal level. She isn't afraid to share her challenges, laugh at herself, and celebrate the small wins along the way. It's this openness and relatability that have made her a beloved figure in Hollywood and beyond. As Kaley continues to explore new roles, expand her brand, and navigate the ever-changing landscape of motherhood, one thing is certain: she'll keep inspiring us to find joy in the chaos and follow our passions fearlessly. What part of Kaley Cuoco's journey resonates most with you? Is it her parenting adventures, her love for animals, her comedic charm, or her dedication to her craft? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed this story and subscribe to our channel for more behind-the-scenes insights, inspiring journeys, and relatable moments from your favorite stars. Stay tuned for the next episode of Beyond the Fame, because there's always more to the story.